Once again, our starting point is the inter-Korean family reunion. Separated by the war and unable to see each other, much less learn if they're still alive, they're finally able to meet each other. The first of a two-part event wraps up today. We go straight to our Park Hee-jun, who has been following the story for us. Hee-jun, it went on for 3 days, but not nearly enough, with hours feeling like seconds for the participants.
Daniel, the reunion was a dream come true, but like you said, it was too tragically short for them to actually make up for the lost time of nearly 7 decades. It ended before they were even actually able to cherish and savor the moment of being back together. Now, on the very last day of the reunion, separated families had merely 3 hours to say their last goodbyes before having to part once more. During the last reunion at the resort on Mount Kumgang, some tried to contain their emotions and put on a smile so that the face their relatives remember isn't covered in tears. But it was to no avail. Even as the buses carrying the South Korean participants took off, their North Korean families chased after them until they were stopped by officials. Now, we can only imagine how these families feel now, being reunited after decades of waiting and then separated once again, holding only to the promise of meeting again somehow and somewhere, be it the southern or the northern side of the border. The South Korean participants returned to the Hana Resort in Sokcho in Gangwon-do province a few hours ago. I was able to meet them when they arrived, and they actually looked pretty cheerful and happy. They told reporters that they had a good time in North Korea. Take a listen.
이번엔 만족합니다. 모든 그 하나하나의 그 행사가 아주 질서정연하면서도 성의껏 참.
그리고 저기 우리 숙소에 그 식구만 와서 5시 그때 좋았지.
Although the time spent with their families was indeed too short, they generally appeared to appreciate the fact that they were able to see their loved ones one last time and that they were able to see with their own eyes that they were alive and well all this time. We need to remember that these senior citizens are mostly aged over 80. This will most likely be their last face-to-face in their lifetime. Now, we still have the second session of the 21st Inter-Korean Family Reunion coming up on Friday, which will bring together a second batch of separated families. This time, 83 North Koreans will meet their relatives living south of the border. On Friday, families living in South Korea will gather at this resort before they head north. And it will surely be another emotional event too short in duration, but hopefully not too late. And I'll be keeping you with the latest on this story. Back to you, Danielle.